Chapter 2089. I want all the resources of Blizzard City. The existence of the Qinling Dragon clan became the biggest obstacle for the Wulwan Empire to land in the Huashu Kingdom. As for humans, they despised them in their hearts. Because in that battle, if Bai Longzi had not appeared, Zhenglu Iren could definitely wipe out all the people in the entire Huashu Kingdom easily. As for the god of death of love possessed by the Huashu people, it is no match for their Doomsday weapon. So even though Pokong died today and 6 silver-armored generals were missing, Zhenglu never thought that they died at the hands of Zhang Yi. This time, the war was launched to kill Zhang Yi and exterminate the human beings in Huashu country. It was also a preparation for the future landing. Even if we can't take over all of this land, at least we have to take over half of it. Zhenglu looked at the map and already had a plan in mind. The only obstacle is that mysterious civilization. We need to spend more time investigating them. Zhang Yi arrived in Blizzard City. Zhu Zheng led the city's prominent figures to greet Zhang Yi, but the head of the Deng family, Deng Yuanhua, was missing. Zhang Yi has a close relationship with the Deng family, so if he wants to meet, it will be in private later. Deng Shintong has already told Zhang Yi this. Seeing Zhang Yi, Zhu Zheng's face was full of worry and joy. Yes, the expression on a person's face could be so complicated, with both happiness to see Zhang Yi and grief for the disaster in Tianhai City. My Captain Chaos, it's been a long time since we last met. How are you these days? I apologize for the situation in Tianhai City. Don't worry, you should just stay in Blizzard City this time and treat this place as Tianhai City. Don't be shy. As soon as Zhu Zheng came up, he shook Zhang Yi's hand and asked about his well-being. Zhang Yi waved his hand. It's okay. Things in this world are unpredictable.
Who can always be smooth sailing?
It's just a little bit of wind and frost. I can bear it. The people transported from Tianhai City have been settled. Zhang Yi simply nodded to the others. With his status, there was no need to greet everyone one by one. But everyone looked at Zhang Yi with eyes full of worship, as if they were seeing a god. Zhu Zheng and Zhang Yi arrived at the command center and entered Zhu Zheng's office. Skip the polite words. Zhu Zheng personally made tea for Zhang Yi and then carefully asked him what he planned to do next. This crisis broke out too suddenly. Do you know why they attacked the coast? Is this a precursor to a full-scale war? There was a hint of worry in Zhu Zheng's eyes. Zhang Yi couldn't even defend Tianhai City. If the Wulwan Empire's army attacked, Blizzard City would probably be destroyed as well. Zhang Yi said calmly, for the time being, there won't be much risk inland. If they don't dare to go ashore, they will just make a small fight at most. Zhu Zheng nodded, but the anxiety in his eyes did not completely disappear. In that case, don't even think about going back. You'll live in Blizzard City from now on. Tell me if you need anything. I can guarantee that there will be no difference between you here and in Tianhai City. Zhang Yi smiled faintly. Thank you then. Looking around, Zhang Yi suddenly found that some familiar faces were not there today. Zhu Zheng's secretary Lan Xinqing, his most trusted person, was not here today. Moreover, Zhu Zheng's goddaughter, Zhu Yu, was nowhere to be seen. Why didn't I see Secretary Lan? Zhang Yi asked casually. Zhu Zheng's expression changed slightly. He made a mistake, so I made him do some labor as punishment. Zhang Yi was not interested in continuing to ask about Lan Xinqing. What about Miss Zhu Yu? How is she now? Zhu Zheng fell silent. Zhang Yi thought the old man was trying to hide his incompetence and laughed. She is indeed talented. Her ability comes from Yuan Kongya, and it is an ability with unlimited potential. If you can cultivate it, it will become your trump card in the future. Zhu Zheng swallowed and his smile became a little awkward. Zhang Yi, please stop making fun of me. Your current strength is already the best in China. Zhu Yu is far inferior to you. As long as she can protect you well, that's all. Zhang Yi put down the cup in his hand and did not continue to ask about Ji's topic. He has encountered many powerful opponents in his life. Next, he has to face the gatekeeper of Hades. Would he take a red yuzu seriously? Meeting. But I won't be too wary. I just won't look down on it. Zhu Shuai, there is something I want to discuss with you. Zhang Yi looked at Zhu Zheng and said with a smile. Zhu Zheng said quickly, "Look at you. We are talking to each other, and you are still talking about discussing. If you need my help, I will definitely do my best." Well, I'll just say it straight. Zhang Yi stared at him and said word by word, "I want the entire Jiangnan region and all the nuclear materials." Zhu Zheng's smile froze on his face. What Zhang Yi was talking about was not all the death of love, but all the nuclear materials. Liu Karen was able to create the god of death of love, but the raw materials were extremely scarce and were in the hands of various major forces. After the end of the world, those raw materials are even more precious. For example, building a nuclear power plant to provide energy requires a large amount of nuclear raw materials. Zhang Yi took away all the stocks of death of love, and that was enough to make Zhu Zheng cry. Now, Zhang Yi is going to strip him of even his underwear, leaving him no chance at all. Zhang Yi, what exactly is going on that requires so much nuclear material? Tell me about it, and I'll help you analyze it. Zhu Zheng looked at Zhang Yi with a sincere look. Zhang Yi still had a smiling face. Of course it's for the safety of the entire Jiangnan region. I can't tell you the specifics right now. This is also for insurance purposes. But don't worry, I'm definitely not doing this to target you. Zhu Zheng believes this. If Zhang Yi wanted the position of Supreme Commander of the Jiangnan region, he would probably be the only one in the world who would object. Not to mention the top leaders from other regions. Even the people within the Jiangnan region have long been impressed by Zhang Yi's strength and reputation. Zhang Yi wanted to deal with him because he thought highly of him. But even so, Zhu Zheng still felt uneasy. If he loses the ability to create and control the god of death of love, wouldn't he, the Supreme Commander, be in name only? Zhang Yi continued, "I am borrowing these things temporarily. I promise that I will not keep them for myself, but will use them to protect the Jiangnan region and even the entire Huaxu country. I'll say hello to you first, and then I'll go to other regions to ask for it." Zhu Zheng suddenly realized something and said in astonishment, "Are you really going to go to war with the Wulan Empire?" He thought that Zhang Yi had moved his entire family away and was planning to become a coward. Zhang Yi smiled and said, "We always have to plan ahead when doing things. Retreating now is for revenge later." Chapter 2090. Find out your own position. As long as the Wulan Empire is not eliminated, given their hatred for the Huaxu nation, they will find a way to attack us sooner or later. When that time comes, Zhu Shuai, do you think Blizzard City is safe? Zhu Zheng lowered his head, his brows deeply furrowed, weighing the pros and cons. After a long moment, he sighed. "Brother, let me be honest with you. If I lose the god of death of love, I won't be able to sit in this position securely." Zhang Yi looked at him. "Don't you still have Zhu Yu? She is much more useful than the god of death of love. This is a critical moment for our survival. I hope you can put the overall situation first." Although Zhang Yi's tone was still polite, his voice was a little heavier. Discussing it with Zhu Zheng is to give him face. But if he is not decent, then Zhang Yi can only help him to be decent. Zhu Zheng had no choice but to say, "I can promise you, but I hope you can give me a promise. You'll help me when I encounter a crisis. You have to ensure that I can hold the position of the Supreme Commander of the Jiangnan region." Zhang Yi laughed and said, "Your obsession with power is astonishing." Zhu Zheng smiled bitterly and shook his head. "No, you don't understand. If I can't keep this position, my life will be in danger." Zhang Yi said, "Okay, I can promise you that even without the god of death of love, you will still hold the position of the Supreme Commander of the Jiangnan region. No one can make you step down, unless you don't want to be the commander anymore." After Zhu Zheng got Zhang Yi's promise, a smile immediately broke out on his face. "Okay, I'm relieved now. I'll have someone hand it over to you right away, but those are radioactive materials, so you have to be careful with them." Zhang Yi nodded. "Don't worry, I will be careful." Nowadays, radioactive radiation alone cannot hurt Zhang Yi at all. This is probably hard for Zhu Zheng to imagine. After a brief chat with Zhu Zheng, Zhang Yi left his command center. But before leaving, He glanced at the shadow in the corner of the office intentionally or unintentionally and smiled faintly. After Zhang Yi left, Zhu Zheng sat on the sofa and pondered for a long time. Suddenly, he said angrily, "Call Lan Xinqing, the traitor, over here." In the shadows, a man in a black suit and with a Mediterranean look on his face slowly walked out. Zhu Zheng's personal bodyguard, Sun Luxuan. "Yes, Zhu Shuai." Sun Luxuan bowed, then walked out of the office and asked a soldier to bring Lan Xinqing back. Not long after, Lan Xinqing, wearing only a white shirt and black trousers, was brought in front of Zhu Zheng with a haggard face. Compared to his previous high spirits, he now looked much more haggard. "I don't know what happened during that period of time." Seeing Zhu Zheng, he quickly bowed his head and said, "Master Zhu, I know I was wrong. Please punish me." Zhu Zheng glanced at him coldly. "Now you know you're wrong. What were you doing before? Tell me, where is the young lady now?" Zhu Zheng soon found out that Zhu had left Blizzard City with the help of Lan Xinqing and Li Lingxue. A fake Zhu can't fool Zhu Zheng's eyes. Li Lingxue is a technical backbone with a simple mind who only wants to create a powerful alien. "You'll never believe why I moved to Pune." Zhu Zheng did not touch her. After all, he still needed her to work. He just scolded her and told her not to leave the laboratory. But for a stay-at-home girl, the punishment of house arrest is just symbolic. But Zhu Zheng was really angry with Lan Xinqing, his personal secretary. He was sent to Tu Yunlai, who interrogated him strictly. Although no physical punishment was used, the mental torture also made Lan Xinqing exhausted. "In less than half a month, I lost a lot of weight," Lan Xinqing said with a bitter face. "Zhu Shuai, she cut off all contact with me after she left. I can't contact her at all now." Zhu Zheng's grip on the teacup got tighter and tighter. Lan Xinqing argued, "Zhu Shuai, I'm doing this for the good of you and the region. Look outside. All the powerful aliens have gone through life and death trials and have improved through repeated battles. Ms. Zhu Yu possesses an extremely powerful talent. Keeping her in Blizzard City is like trapping a phoenix in a cage, which is not conducive to her growth." Bang! Before Lan Xinqing could finish his words, a teacup hit him on the head. "Grow up your fucking head." Zhu Zheng stood up and pointed at Lan Xinqing and yelled, "Do you think I don't understand these things? I don't need a loser like you to worry about them." Blizzard City is currently lacking top-notch combat power. If there is a gap and the enemy attacks, who can protect the safety of me and my people? I'm not Zhang Yi. I don't have many people around me. I can carry it with me wherever I go. I have tried my best to help her become stronger. What else can she be dissatisfied with? Everyone understands the truth, including Zhu Zheng, but the reality does not allow it. Just like Li Changgong from the Northwest region back then and Ho Tu today. It is indeed difficult to improve strength by sticking to the base camp. The former #1 master of Huaxiu Kingdom has now been completely overshadowed by Zhang Yi. However, not everyone is Zhang Yi. Just looking at the dangers that Zhang Yi had experienced, the prerequisite for his growth all required him to go through huge risks. If it were someone else who died on the way, the entire region would be in turmoil. Lan Xinqing did not dodge the cup thrown by Zhu Zheng, and a line of blood flowed from his head. However, he looked at Zhu Zheng and advised earnestly, "But you forgot that Miss Zhu Yu is a person, not a machine. It is difficult for her to accept being trapped in Blizzard City for a long time, imprisoning her body and mind." The Battle of Tianhai City was the first time Zhu Yu left Blizzard City. It was then that she realized there was such a vast world outside of Blizzard City. From that time on, leaving Blizzard City and going out to see the world became an obsession in her heart. Zhu Zheng was silent for a moment, waved his hand, and said impatiently, "Drag it down, drag it down." Lan Xinqing was taken away, but he stubbornly refused to beg for mercy. Although he has always been known as Zhu Zheng's loyal lackey, he was able to sit in his current position not entirely by flattery. He is very young, he has his own ideas and persistence. As long as he thinks it is right and is for the region and Zhu Zhenghao, he will do it. After Zhang Yi left the command center, he went to the Deng family again and met Deng Yuanbo. Deng Yuanbush showed great enthusiasm for Zhang Yi's arrival. Dear viewers, thanks for staying with me. We'll try to get you more updates. Please like and subscribe and share the video with your friends. Love you all.